specialty not only in our state of Telangana but also I think in India, because as Professor T.V. Kishan mentioned, there are very few ENT specialty hospitals in the rest of the country. It takes a lot of courage to set up a single specialty hospital, and of course the confidence that Mohan has in his ability was one of the reasons that this came up. 32 years back, I actually stepped into this building to start practice, and this building has been very lucky for many practitioners. I'm sure it continues to be for Mohan also. Yeah, many people. To start a specialty hospital, especially in a branch where it's not commonly found like an ENT, actually takes not only a lot of courage but also vision to see as it grows. First of all, you should have the volume of patients, you should have the confidence yourself in this specialty, and also you should have the ability to attract your other colleagues to come and work with you. Mohan has several very positive characteristics, and this has been mentioned by Professor Krishna Rao. He has, of course, not only the passion for the subjects, the technical ability to do very complex procedures. Is a leader in the field of endoscopic ear surgery. He has another very important ability to get all people, like-minded people together to work with him, and I see so many of his friends here who contribute so actively, not only to his practice but to what all he does. He has a very compassionate family, I think, who are willing to sacrifice their time for him to work like this. But I think of all the characteristics, the most important characteristic that I actually rate above everything else in Mohan is his humane approach. He has got, I think he doesn't care about whether the patient has money or not. He looks after a lot of less affluent group of patients, and I personally know that because I have sent in many patients, many of the people who work in a hospital who can't afford, and anytime they come to him, he doesn't charge anything. I think that's the most important aspect of him, which I greatly admire, and which I think is, as Professor Krishna Rao was saying earlier, it is going to be a very tricky balance to balance out a practice like this in a situation of a building like this, but I'm sure he'll find ways to do it. In fact, he's transformed this building into something very novel. A few years back, if you came into this building, it was totally different. And I heard that the owner of the building, when he stepped into the building recently, did not recognize his building. He thought he was in some other building. So this, I think, is also shows his ability to not only do medicine but other things also. I'm sure, Mohan, my prediction is that in a few years' time, you will outgrow this building. You won't have enough space. So I think you should start already planning for looking at a bigger place now, because it will happen very quickly. That's my prediction. And congratulations, and I'm sure this will be a great practice. Thank you.